Guys, it's Lee in a fishbowl. Today is Thursday, September 26th, and I am getting ready to go see the doctor and have my surgery. So I have my barf bag on the way home, my contact case. I have my baby lip gloss because I have to have something after anesthesia. So, and my husband is putting the dog where he goes, and we're getting ready to hit the road. It's about 4:50 a.m. Have to be there in about 40 minutes. So anyway, I'll try to update throughout the morning before the surgery, and then maybe afterwards if my husband is capable of doing that. I don't know. He's not very good with recording. So, but if not, definitely after I get home, he's settled. So, all right. Wish me luck. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Don't do it yet, Ruby. Or.
Here's my stuff. Hey guys, it's Lee. I'm trying to get the lens a little bit brighter. It's kind of dark in here. It is Thursday evening, and I think it's around 7 o'clock, 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening. So I'm home in my bed, and it's been kind of a crazy afternoon because my son, hang on, I'm trying to hold this camera right. I'm a bit loopy still. I don't know if you noticed. My son is on the couch. We were rolling out of the hospital, literally. I mean, I was literally in the wheelchair, and I got a phone call from the school nurse that K2 wasn't feeling well. So by the time we were able to get to the school, which was about 30 minutes from where we were, he had been sick twice. So the poor guy's got a stomach bug. We were kind of hoping it was a one-time thing, but he had a Zofran, and as soon as the Zofran wore off, and he woke up this afternoon and took a sip of something, he threw it up. So we're dealing with that. My poor husband has been a saint because he's helping me, and he's helping my son. He's at the store right now actually getting more Gatorade and stuff. But as for me, the surgery went really well. Evidently, during recovery, I must have complained of pain and nausea, and they pumped me full of morphine, so I am kind of really drowsy, much drowsier than I usually am after a surgery with anesthesia. And I think it's the morphine. They gave me morphine, and they gave me Zofran. So I'm just really, really, really tired. I've slept most of the afternoon. We didn't get home till it was close to 1. Evidently, I was in recovery for like 2 hours. I guess it's because when I came to, I complained of the pain, and they put me full of morphine, and then it knocked me out. And so they had to wait till I woke back up. And I remember thinking, oh, it was probably about 9:30 when my husband walked in, and it was like 10:45. So anyway, the surgery went really well. They removed some stage 2 endometriosis. I'll do a full update on all that later. They got what they think was the pregnancy out of the out of the uterus, and so they don't think it was ectopic. The tubes look great. My left tube looked swollen, but he said that was just that tube is just getting old. It's not to do with something in there, that it was clear, but that it was just kind of fat. I'll show y'all pictures later. I know it's gross, but I have pictures. What else? They took a box and put the whole pregnancy in there, and are sending it off for genetic testing. And he says he really feels like maybe this was just something genetically wrong with it, and it's just something that should never happen again. That test will show us that. My beta I took yesterday afternoon. If you remember, my beta on Saturday was 5,900. And that's why we started dealing with this surgery. Yesterday afternoon, it was at 5,800. So the methotrexate was not working. 3 rounds was not working at all on me. But they took another beta before I left the hospital today, and it was already down to 3,000 and something. I don't remember the exact number because like I said, I'm kind of out of it right now. So that's great news. Hopefully it'll nosedive, and by next week maybe I'll be to 0. I have a follow-up in 2 weeks, I will be starting birth control to kind of calm my immune system and inflammation, and be on a break for at least a month or two. So, at that time, I'm going to be taking all my supplements and doing my acupuncture and really trying to gear my body up to be ready so that when we start back, it's in the best place it can be. My dog's over there whining because my husband's gone. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm sure there's a ton I'm leaving out, and I'll do a real update later. But for now, that's kind of where we stand. Thanks for all the prayers and the sweet notes on my Facebook page and the thoughts and all and the hugs, the virtual hugs. I appreciate it, and it's so great to have y'all around the community. So, let me tell you, my pain level, I haven't taken another pain pill. I took one when I got home. My pain level is really not bad at all. I'm like a little sore, but it's not bad at all. And you can't even hardly see where the places where they went in and cut me for the laparoscopy. You can't even see it. So that's cool. I'm trying to think what else. I guess that's it. So I'm gonna hang out. Check this out. I don't know if y'all can see it. Hang on, let me see if I can get it around there. Can y'all see that? Yeah, that's Griswold. I don't know if you can see. Hang on. Yeah, you can't really see what it is. Christmas Vacation is on. Yes, I'm a big Christmas fan. And so we're going to watch the Griswolds, their Christmas Vacation. I love that show. So we're going to watch that, and then I'm going to hit the sack and take care of my little boy and best I can. My husband's doing most of that. But anyway, we're just going to chill for the weekend and watch some football and rest up. So we can go back to work and school on Monday. All right. Thanks a lot, guys, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Hey guys, it's Lee in a fishbowl. Let's see, today is Monday, October 7th. I am 1 week, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days post DNC and laparoscopic surgery. I can't say that. Never have been able to. Laparoscopy. And I'm feeling great. I feel like I'm pretty much back to my old self. I mean, I have moments where I'm not, feeling great. But in the general whole scope of things, I'm 100% better. Having no pain from my surgery at all. And emotionally, I feel really good. I'm back on my vitamins. I'm back to drinking my protein shakes, and I'm going to start back walking today. I'm probably supposed to wait till Thursday. I have a post-op appointment Thursday, but I'm going to go on and just walk slowly tonight, and tomorrow I'm going to really try to set a goal to walk every day except for Wednesdays and Sundays, and some Saturdays. So anyway, I'm real excited. I've got some big leads, considering the immune issues that I still feel like I have going on. I also have gotten some answers from my doctor about the pregnancy I just lost. So let me back up and kind of update. I don't remember how much I've updated in my past videos or what I've recorded that I'm going to attach to this video. So just bear with me if it's repetitive. Basically, I had 3 rounds of methotrexate because they could not locate the pregnancy. Then they found, the morning they gave me my first shot, they found a very small black hole in my uterus that they thought could be a sac, but it was really small. Definitely too far behind for how far I am. And let me be clear, I know exactly how far along I am as far as from conception, well, not conception, from sex, because from Aunt Flo till I got a positive pregnancy test, there was only one time. Okay, it was the beginning of school. I was wrapping up day camp. It was just a very hectic time in our lives, and there wasn't a lot of fun playing going on at that time. So that really eliminated a lot of the what if I'm later or earlier than I am, blah, 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 blah. So it was definitely this little hole they saw was far too small to be a sac with anything viable for where I should have been and for my numbers. because I was I should have been over 2,000 at that point. So you should have seen something well defined. So we left after the blood work and the ultrasound, waited for the blood work results. And when we got those, it was my doctor who called, and my blood levels had only gone up to like 2,200, which was a doubling time of like 200 hours. Obviously not a viable pregnancy. And because we didn't know what that black hole was, and because we were afraid my numbers were going up some and they were getting larger, that if it was in a tube that it could rupture, the doctor recommended one of two things. I could either have the methotrexate, or I could come in on a Sunday the next day. This was a Saturday when we were on the phone. The next day on a Sunday and have a D&C. And then wind up possibly having to have the methotrexate anyway if there was nothing in the uterus. So we opted to go on and start the methotrexate. That was a Saturday. I don't have the dates in front of me. Came back Wednesday for my follow-up. They expect your blood work to go up, and mine did. It went up to like 3,000 and something. That's typical for after your first shots of methotrexate or MTX. They expect it to go up and then to drop. Okay, so I had my second round of shots, which is protocol. Came back Saturday, which would have been a week from the first shots, and there was my numbers were 4,000 and something. I can't remember. I should have pulled up my fertility friend. Look, I wrote all of it in there. But anyway, they went up again. So the doctor was really discouraged. He went on and gave me a third round of methotrexate, and said, let's see. So, and they also did an ultrasound, and they saw that hole again, and it was a bit bigger. But there was no yolk sac, there was no baby, there was nothing but just a hole. So then the doctor called me Monday morning and said, you know, look, this is the deal. It's not, your numbers are not going down like they need to. Are you open to doing a D&C? And I said, yeah, I mean, I've had one before. I'm fine with that. So, and I requested at that point, could we do a laparoscopy as well? Because it had been 3 years. So I think I've already said this in a video. I don't know. Anyway, long story short. So here I am, and this is where I think it's going to pick up. We go in the morning before the surgery, which would have been a Wednesday. There's somebody watching me. So sorry about that. Okay, so that brings me to the day before operation, and we went in for post-op blood work. My husband came with me. It was really weird because he doesn't usually, in my other post-ops, he's not come, but he just wanted to. So we went and did the post-op thing, and on a whim, they said, we want to do another ultrasound. So I got up on the ultrasound table, and when they did the ultrasound, there was a well-defined sac and a yolk sac. And she even went as far as to say, I need to check for a heartbeat. And so I looked at my husband. He was just kind of like, you know, you kidding me? We've had 3 rounds of MTX to dissolve an unviable pregnancy, and this pregnancy is growing. And on top of that, my numbers were now up to almost 6,000. So we were relieved in some sense to know that it was in the uterus. Thank you, Lord. It was not an ectopic. So, and so we knew that the D&C was definitely going to fix things. I had the D&C the next day. The footage is on here. As far as pain afterwards, I was really, evidently I came to after the surgery and told them I was hurting and sick. So they pumped me full of morphine and Zofran, which just made me loopy for like 2 days. So I was really kind of in a fog after my surgery. And then, I just, you know, I came to and finally felt better. By Sunday, I was up and rolling around. I mean, I walked all day, even the day of my surgery. But I felt great. And my glue fell off of my incisions probably at the 4 or 5 day mark, 6 day mark. So, yeah. So I had the incision on my belly button, and then I had one on my bikini line. I thought I was going to have 3, but I only had 2. They found stage 2 endometriosis, which is up from stage 1 3 years ago. I had some spots on my ovary. One of my tubes was a bit wonky looking. It was my left tube. Looked kind of fat and funny. He said it could just be because of my age, that it shouldn't affect anything. My right tube looked great. He said the uterus looked great. No polyps or fibroids or anything like that. So everything is cleaned out. They got rid of the endometriosis as best they could. I'll post some pictures. It's kind of gross, so TMI warning. I'm going to give it to you right now. TMI. Fast forward. Here are the pictures. So yeah, that's kind of it. And I've been feeling good. I've been doing a whole lot of research on immune-related infertility and really trying to find a doctor who will treat that. You know, like I said before, my doctor is really not open to that. I am going to give him one more shot to give me the testing on Thursday, but I doubt he's going to go for it. And if he doesn't, I've been fortunate enough to find a doctor who may be immune-friendly here, like a mile down the road from the doctor I'm seeing now. If that one doesn't work, I have found a backup plan in Louisiana near New Orleans. I really would prefer to stay in the state because I don't know how that goes with insurance and everything. And then if not, it sounds like there may be someone in either in Atlanta. And it's just funny how God works, and I'll have to explain all that on another video. When I get my resources situated, I will share all of those with you. But I do believe that a lot of what I'm dealing with is immune related. The endometriosis is affecting my egg quality and that sort of thing. So the inflammation and all of that, which is autoimmune, could be causing me to have these issues. Now, the thing I do know about this particular loss, not my chemicals, I know that my first loss at 15 weeks was most likely just chromosomal. It was just one of those weird fluke things that happens to people. There's nothing you can prevent. They never did the genetics testing on it, but it did show, the autopsy did show signs of that. Had like a webbed neck and things like that, which is, you know, pretty classic for chromosomal issues. So I got a call Saturday, from my doctor saying that the genetics had come back from the pregnancy DNC last week, and it tested positive for trisomy 16. I don't know if you know a lot about that, but that is the most common reason for miscarriage. Basically what happened is you have a set of chromosomes from the guy and a set from the girl, and either the sperm or the egg also gave us an extra 16. Extra little chromosome on the 16. So we had an extra one. It's not viable that unless you get like they say it's called like a mosaic of it, and I don't know much about this. I'm not a geneticist, but none of these typically survive, and if they do, it's very rare and a lot of times very severe disabilities. So we do have answers for this loss. There you go. That explains the wonky growing and the funny sac and everything. The poor little bean was trying its best to grow despite the fact that it was not viable, and I think that's really sweet. So we meet Thursday, and I'm going to ask them if they found out the sex of it. I'm really curious because I think if you study the genetics of something, you are able to see that. So I will update more after my visit Thursday and let you kind of know where things are headed at that point. But for now, I appreciate all the prayers, and I appreciate all the kind words on my Facebook and YouTube. And I know I've been kind of MIA. I've had a lot to I'm really kind of focused right now on trying to get some answers and find a new doctor so that we don't waste time. Like I said, time is of the essence when you're 39 now and you have low AMH. So, you know, it is what it is. But I'll keep you posted. And again, thank y'all for everything. And I promise you I'm in a way better place than I was a few weeks ago. And I appreciate you riding that roller coaster with me and watching the videos and giving me your support, because it meant the world to me. Really, it did. And so anyway, I'm going to sign out for now, and I will keep you posted after the Thursday visit. Y'all have a great week. Bye.